Let's go to the front of the telly, and the headline is Uni Rescue Flights. Foreign students in private jet return. Universities hemorrhaging income because closed borders will welcome 250 students on charter flights within weeks. Under a plan to be taken to the state's COVID crisis cabinet today, students would quarantine in the inner west and costs would be borne by universities which have shed 17,000 jobs during the pandemic. Now, Kristy, you and I both know that the tertiary education sector in this country has for too long relied heavily, or too heavily, on those overseas students. And in fact, I remember interviewing about 18 months ago a very senior Vice-Chancellor in this country and put to that particular Vice-Chancellor the fact that we are exposed, particularly with the Chinese, and I got a fairly mute response and sort of like mind your own business type stuff. But it's true. It's now a matter of these business models have to be blown up and they have to be diversified away from the Chinese yuan.
This $125 million a day that KPMG has modelled that the Australian economy will lose through coronavirus lockdown and after effects, lots of that is based around the university sector. It is Victoria's largest services export sector, indeed Australia's largest services export sector. I think behind agriculture, it is Australia's largest export sector. The disappearance of the university dollar in Victoria will result in the state's economy never, ever, ever recovering to what it should be and what it has been. The Victorian government, through constant lockdowns, is, I think, not drawing that link between the lack of the university sector dollar, which leads to a reduction in Victoria seen as a skilled migration destination because people come here to study and then they go on to get jobs. It is no longer going to be a destination of choice, and that will never, ever come back. There will be a hole in the Victorian budget for some years yet as a result of this mismanagement of lockdown.